observations from my recent experience with someone in the healthcare system, specifically hospitals, but also doctors. Not necessarily talking about the insurance. That's a whole topic for another video, but I'm going to just share the hospital experience. Got these 5 topics. Before we jump in, if you like this video, leave me a thumbs up. Check out my other social media pages. I'm everywhere at G. Mark Phillips. I share different things in different places. And it's all about sharing knowledge and information. That's what we're meant to do. I talked a while ago about the analogy of us being like mushrooms, and we have this interconnectedness physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, telepathically, but we communicate with one another to have a better experience. And I believe one of the reasons why I hate to do air quotes, but I do it all the time, they want us not communicating, not sharing stuff. Clearly they're censoring in many ways. The reason they don't want us sharing information is because we're going to help wake each other up. We're going to share best practices. It's diabolical to get all your information from a central location. It's diabolical and really stupid, because all you got to do is corrupt one guy or gal at the top of the central location, and your whole civilization, your whole society is hosed. Diabolical. But we're like mushrooms. We need to share knowledge and information. That's one of the things that I'm doing here, and many others are doing as well. So let's jump in to these 5 topics. My hope is at the end of this video, I'm going to go fairly quickly to this. I don't want to waste a bunch of your time. My hope is that you're going to come away empowered with some new tools and knowledge, so that if you go into the hospital system or the healthcare system, or a friend or family member does, you're prepared. Number 1, and these are in no particular order. I believe in the principle that no one is going to care more than you about your body. No one is going to be more invested than you in your body. 20 years ago, when I woke up to this realization, and I was like, wow, I better stop eating hamburgers and French fries and hot dogs and drinking so much beer, and I better start learning how to love and enjoy vegetables, because I had a premonition that when I'm 80 or 70, however long I live, I'm going to be having to eat those things anyways. So I'm all about prevention. That's the other one down on the list here. We're talking about that at the moment. I'm all about prevention. No one's going to care more than you. If you want it done right, you've got to do it yourself. I don't care that I'm overly, I guess, cautious or overly like OCD about people doing things for me. I know how I want things done. I have a certain standard, right? The way that I overcome that potential limitation is by employing systems. Designing systems and processes and checklists, and also thinking, how can I do this and also push forward in life, also pursue goals and dreams, also pursue my mission. The other thing that comes to mind is this: it's about priorities. I think the reason that people think it's overwhelming to do research on diet and nutrition and the healthcare system and all these things is because their lives are so cluttered with stupid, useless bullshit. I'm not judging them. Just for me and my purposes in my life, I would rather invest my time in understanding health and wellness than watching all of the series that come out on Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime. That's just a personal preference of mine. I don't knock it. I've watched a lot of those. I watch, television. I watch YouTube. Not so much television, but mostly YouTube when I want to relax. But I see a lot of people consuming a lot of content that doesn't help them be healthier, wealthier, or more successful. Again, I'm all for zoning out and getting away from, the work, but you got to be smart about it. Invest the time. It's a priority, whatever you make a priority. Number 2, as I mentioned, prevention is key. We know our bodies are going to go at some point in time. We're finite beings, right? We're spiritual beings enjoying a human experience, and human bodies have a shelf life. We can avoid pain and suffering to a certain degree by maintaining our body, eating right, exercising, walking, doing some things to maintain your body, and also by not doing things. There's a lot of things that we can do to win in life that involved non-action, that involve no action, which is not putting the potato chip with partially hydrogenated or hydrogenated oils in your mouth. not putting the candy that is 100% pure sugar. You know, some candy is just different forms of sugar. It's sugar in a jelly form, then it's sugar coating on the outside, then there's a coating shell around that. Like, it's all just sugar in different forms, right? It's wild. And people eat those things. Sugar has, to my knowledge, zero nutritional value. Prevention is the key. Number 3, ties into the other topics. Do your homework, do your research. I think Americans depend far too much on the medical system and far too much on the pharmaceutical system to think for them. I don't necessarily want their products in my body, so I'm going to do my own research and think for myself, right? I have no choice, because why would you willingly hand over your health and wellness to someone else going, you know, whatever you say, bro, I trust you. I won't play like that. Number 4, don't rely 100% on the system. And what I'm seeing is people just handing, again, it comes back to personal responsibility and like set responsibility for yourself. Some people just totally do whatever the system tells them. There's no critical thinking at all. And the system is there to make money. And again, all the other things, they're not going to care about you most as you care about you. Like, and plus, what about your time and effort? Like, if you give if you just depend on the system to keep you wealthy and you don't do these preventative things, like avoiding alcohol, avoiding sugar. I've eaten all those things in the past, and I still may do some of them now, but I do a lot less. I haven't had alcohol in months. A long time. Very little on the sugar, more so on the sugar, but no alcohol. I realized it's not good long term. There it is. You know, I guess it's just 4 things. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my observation about the healthcare system. But too long didn't watch or didn't listen is personal responsibility. Like, there's no one that's going to care more about us than ourselves. No one that's going to be, you know, as invested in us as us. I look at it as a team effort with your doctor. The modern medicine can do wonderful things. It fixes bones, fixes parts of the body. I've seen some basically straight up miracles. I've also seen it via the pharmaceutical industry, and pharmaceuticals get people into some bullshit, like straight up. Not good things. There you go. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I appreciate you for watching, and I will talk to you in the next one. Thanks very much. Have an awesome day.